Hello students of class 11. Welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 11 nutrition and the chapter that I will continue today is the carbohydrate, and this video is part 7. In the previous video, we started with the structures of the disaccharides and we learned about the structures of lactose and sucrose. In this video, we are going to learn about the structure of the maltose. So let's check. We are going to learn about the structure of maltose. In the structure of maltose, that we can see that two glucose molecules are attached together. Maltose is a disaccharide of glucose and does not occur to any appreciable extent of the foods. It is an intermediate product in the hydrolysis of starch or malting and fermentation of grains and present in beer and malted breakfast cereals, etc. Maltose is a reducing sugar as it have free aldehyde in both groups, because here you can see that both are glucose. They are joining together and forming the structure of the maltose. So now let's going forward how the maltose has been produced and how the structure has been formed. Okay, so first we are going to discuss about the structures of the glucose. Actually they are a Howard string structure. So for the first glucose, it is one glucose, it is another glucose. For the first glucose, this is the first carbon, this is the second carbon, this is third, this is fourth, this is fifth, and this one is sixth. For the right side also, this is first, this is second, this is third, this is fourth, this one is fifth, and this one sixth. So both glucose are 6 members ring and they are joining. So it is also forming 1,4-glycosidic linkage, as from the first glucose molecule, from the right side, from the first carbon, the OH is hanging, and for the second glucose unit, from the fourth carbon, one OH is hanging. So one hydrogen taken from the left one, that means first carbon, and the OH taken from the fourth carbon of the right one, and by the elimination of the water, they are forming the water molecule as OH and H taken, H2O eliminated, and with this oxygen, this glycosidic linkage has been formed. So in the second structure, we can see that here first glucose and second glucose are joining together with the help of the glycosidic linkage forming by the oxygen, and it is the alpha 1,4-glycosidic linkage that you can see, because the first carbon is attaching with the fourth carbon of the second glucose. So this is called the 1,4-glycosidic linkage. 1 and 4 are the numbers of the carbon. Okay, and they are forming the maltose structure. It is the structure of the maltose. So we learned the structures of the disaccharides. Now we are going forward with the structures of the oligosaccharide. Actually in your syllabus, the structures of the oligosaccharide is not present, but still we have to know that what is the oligosaccharide. That means this is composed of more than 2 but less than 10 sugar units joining together by the elimination of oxygen in each cases. That means the glycosidic linkage is present and they are forming the bond and they are attached with each other. These carbohydrates are not digested in the human body since the suitable enzymes are not present in our digestive tract. But these can be fermented in the intestinal tract and produce the acids and gases. So some common examples, let's learn. So first is raffinose. For the raffinose structure, fructose, galactose and glucose. See, the three type of the monosaccharides are attached together, and raffinose is actually the three-membered. Okay. That means three sugar units are attached together. That is why it is called the oligosaccharides. The next is, or it is also called the trisaccharide. Because tri means three. The next is the stachyose. Stachyose is called the tetrasaccharide because 4 sugar units are joining together and forming this stachyose. Here, 2 molecules of galactose, one is glucose and one fructose joined together. So there are 4 altogether. And one more example is verbascose. It is actually penta. That means 5-membered. Okay. And what are the 5 members? Like 3 molecules of the galactose, then 1 glucose and 1 fructose. Okay. So now we are going forward with the polysaccharides. Okay. So for the polysaccharides, these carbohydrates contain large number of sugar units joining together by the glycosidic linkage, and the most common type of polysaccharide is starch, dextrin, glycogen, etc. Starch is the main storage of the polysaccharide in plants, and it's found abundantly in cereals, vegetables, fruits, potato, etc. It consists of 2 types of the polysaccharides. These are amylose and amylopectin. Okay, amylose and amylopectin. Okay, these 2 types of the polysaccharides are present, and they usually forming the linear chain by alpha 1,4 glycosidic linkage and sometimes a 1,6 glycosidic linkage also, that is not linear. Amylopectin are usually amylose are somewhat linear chain, have the 1,4 glycosidic linkage. These have usually 1,4, and amylopectin have both 1,4 and 1,6 glycosidic linkages. Okay, so in the next video we will going to learn about the resistant starch. Till then, thank you.